Welcome to the Camper House Season 1 wrap-up.
Yep, the last video we put out, we were headed back to Colorado. We didn't film a whole lot. We were kind of, I don't know, burnt out on traveling for 2 whole weeks straight, just go, so we didn't film a whole lot. Plus, the weather was bad, so we didn't do anything.
And we were interviewing.
Yes. So we made it back to Colorado. So this video, we just kind of wanted to do a wrap-up of Season 1. We kind of scripted, wrote down a few things we wanted to talk about. It's kind of the first time we've done something like that, and so we just kind of want to go over some of our favorite stuff from Season 1, some of our favorite gear, and then also kind of what's coming on the horizon in Season 2.
Well, let's clarify. It's the first time we've sat down and done like a wrap-up kind of thing. It's not the first time we've done a lot of go travel, because that's, I mean, we do that a lot.
Right.
And we've done that every year since I was pregnant with Easton. I mean, since we got married.
Yep. So I guess we'll just start out. I'll kind of lay over some video of the stuff that we liked that we're going to talk about here. I think first up for me was one of our first videos we did was the skirting on the camper. We were wintering in Colorado. We knew we needed the skirting to stay warm, to save on propane usage. And
we love a good DIY, and
yeah.
It's a great DIY.
So we priced out skirting to get it done by a professional. It's like $2,500. We priced out buying a kit that was already pre-made, and that ended up being around $2,000. And so that wasn't in the budget for us, so we wanted to do it ourselves. We priced out everything individually, ordered it all. I think we did it for like $800,
including a $100 tool.
Yes. So we did that. That was one of the very first videos. We'll link that down below. But it was kind of a cool project, very easy for us to do. For 2 people, for 1 person it might be a little much, but for the 2 of us it was good. The boys helped out a little bit.
Yeah.
And it worked. It did really well through the winter.
We got tons of compliments on it. Nobody knew we did it ourselves. It looked great.
Yeah. And the people at the campground, they'd ask us several times through the winter, "You guys staying warm enough?" Well, yeah, we're doing fine. And like, oh, everybody else is freezing up, and we didn't have any of those issues with that skirting. So we did that. Bought the material through a company called Big Duck Canvas. We're an affiliate for them. So if you guys do end up going and doing this yourself, just go through our blog, click that link. It doesn't cost you any extra. We get a little kickback for it, but we love it.
And he'll link that blog post below. So if you guys are interested in the skirting, check it out.
Yep. What was our next favorite thing we did?
Mine or yours?
Go for it. What's yours?
I'm the foodie, and I loved the Pioneer Woman Mercantile and the cupcakes. It was just a great little place to go. We had so much fun. We could have eaten a dozen cupcakes each easily. And not to throw anyone else under the bus, but we were in a place in Texas that's known for their cupcakes this past summer. They got nothing on Ree's cupcakes. They were amazing.
Yeah, they were very, very good. The cute little coffee shop sat there, had coffee, had the cupcakes. It was just kind of a little stop on our way back to Colorado. That video was only 1 or 2 videos ago, so check that out. But yeah, we didn't film a whole lot there. It was just kind of a quick little stop on a long drive day.
Yeah, and we'd like to go back when the weather's nicer. The weather was crummy. We didn't spend too long there. It was just a quick little stopover. Fun thing to do.
Seemed like a really cool little quaint town with a lot of stuff to do. And then my second favorite was probably the Audubon Zoo in New Orleans. We've had a lot of zoos and stuff before, but this one was really cool. They took really good care of the place. We were there in the off season, so it wasn't busy at all. We spent almost all day there. We spent 5-6 hours there.
If you guys haven't figured out, we love to be in places in shoulder season and when things are dead, when there's not a ton of people around, because it's so much more enjoyable to us, and the kids can run a little wilder too. So if you're traveling with kids, that's a tip. Avoid when there's not huge crowds. Avoid when there's huge crowds.
Right. But everything was very cool at this zoo. They had that, what was that thing that they were walking?
The aardvark.
The aardvark.
That was so cool.
They're walking it like a dog. That was cool. Huge fountain display in the middle of the place, which was really neat.
The bayou. I love the bayou.
Yeah, the bayou. It was very well done, very well laid out. You felt kind of like you were walking through some of the natural habitat at times, and so that was really cool.
And it was fun to go back because I haven't been since I was a kid, and we went a few times as a kid because my family's all from there. So it was a fun one.
Yeah, so if you're in New Orleans, it's a little pricey to do it, but it's worth the splurge. You can spend all day there.
And check out the video. Jordan will link it below. Check out, I don't think we did a blog post. If we did, there'll be a blog post. But because we give you guys tips on how to save money on that one, there's a huge one in that video that we talk about. So check that out if you're going to be in the area. Okay, so this is actually my probably third favorite thing about the season, but we're going to go a little out of order because Jordan and I share one. So the budget hikes. When we were in Montrose while we were stationary, I'm going to be full disclosure here. It's hard to be stationary RV lovers. It's different than being on the move a lot. It's just a tiny space, and you don't feel like you're getting the full benefit of living in an RV and traveling because you're not traveling as much.
Well, especially wintertime in Colorado. You could get stuck indoors a lot.
Yeah.
Just with the snow and cold.
So that's a little bit tough. But being stationary, at least for a good amount of time, even if you're talking 1 or 2 months, gives you a lot of time to explore that area. And we found tons of budget hikes. So Chipeta was an area in Montrose that we visited a lot. Tabawatch, the baby's bathtub up towards Uray. There's another one outside of town. I can't think of what it's called. But anyway, we explored tons of these areas, and they're all for free. They're all public land. Colorado's known for having tons of public land.
So for a lot of these hikes, Brooke, she networked with people on Facebook, on local homeschool groups that she'd be a part of, and they do these hikes and stuff together.
That's one of the first things I do when we figure out an area that we're going.
So we're at our new area now for season 2 where we're work camping, and Brooke's already interacted with some local homeschool people and learned some places to go and stuff. Some people were willing to meet up with us eventually, so we'll probably end up doing some of that. And just that way you're meeting up with local people and they kind of know the area, know the secret spots to go, and know the cheap stuff to do. Usually homeschool people are
very
the cheap
budget
ones.
Friendly.
So we did that.
Last one is,
if you've watched a lot of our videos recently, we're all about doing budget, cheap travel activities.
inexpensive. Less spend, more do.
Yes, they're not budget in the sense of the activities. I mean, they're action-packed, lots of stuff to do, but
we live on a budget, literally. There's only so much money to spend.
So Brooke found this ASTC pass. She's the expert on it, but it's a pass that you buy through a museum or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's other museums and zoos and stuff that will offer admission for free or sometimes discounted rates.
Correct.
On it. Ours is from a place in North Carolina.
Yes.
And so we've never been there, but we got a membership there.
There's a couple stipulations. Jordan will do the blog post below. He'll link it. Super bang for your buck kind of thing. But my blog post outlines the ins and outs of what you need to know to be able to use it. Because if you live in North Carolina, that might not be the best bet for you if you're looking for other ones in the area.
Yeah, because you can't visit ones within so many miles of your home base and stuff. But so we did that one, and the trip we did New Orleans, we hit like 6 or 7 of these places and didn't pay a thing at them. And I think the pass, it was a gift to us. We didn't pay for it, but if we would have paid for it, it was like $70-80.
$70 for the family of 5 for the year.
Yep. So we paid for it within the first couple trips easily. So the ASTC pass was huge for us. So since we didn't pay admission at all these places, we didn't feel bad if we only spent an hour or 2 there, because some of them we just hit on long travel days. This is a place to stop and stretch your legs for a couple hours, get a little work done and stuff.
And I map our routes along them. So when we say we're going somewhere, I get online on the ASTC on the it's the reciprocity list, and I see what's close to where we're going. And sometimes we drive 30 minutes out of the way, whatever, to hit that. Because I mean, Jordan's worked from them because some of them have free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so that was definitely the best bang for the buck that you can do if you're traveling a lot and you got young kids. I mean, some of the museums are geared towards kids that are young. Some are more for middle school to high school age kids, but there's something for everyone at all of them. So it was well worth it for us to stop at those.
And we'll link, I did a blog post on all the passes that we use. So we only hit on a couple things here, but we use some other ones that are awesome, like our fleet card, our national parks pass, some different stuff like that. That blog post will be down below too, so you can check that out for other ways that we save money. I mean, we spend a few $100 on passes and we save thousands with them.
So yeah, we're trying to gear our channel towards budget travel with the family, how to do stuff and save money at the same time.
But still feel like you're doing stuff.
Yeah, our trip to New Orleans, we did so many things and we didn't break the bank doing it, which was awesome. The only thing that broke the bank was eating out in New Orleans, but we planned on that.
And the slide.
Yeah, and the slide issues that we had.
Didn't break the bank, but man, we're, knock on wood, we're glad those are over.
So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed all the videos. Go back, watch them all if you hadn't checked them out. If you start at the very beginning, they're a little rough. They're getting better as we go on. I'm learning more. Our filming is getting better.
Kids are getting quieter.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn to do this. You see some of the big channels, RV travel channels out there, and they make it look easy, but it's a lot of work.
Did you see that bumblebee?
Yeah.
She's cool. Sorry.
Squirrel.
Really cool area.
Squirrel.
And I keep looking over because you can see the boys now. The boys are oh, you broke your net. The boys are playing at the pond, so I'm making sure nobody's in the pond.
In our wrap up, we also wanted to talk about maybe just a few RV related items, gear that we find
very useful,
that we like, that we use quite often. The first one up for me was the Berkey water filters. We are an affiliate with them, but
we had one long before we were
an affiliate. We had one long before we were an affiliate with them. We love it. So one of the first things we set up when we set up at a new place, we set that up, get the water filtering in it so we have good clean water for drinking.
We've gone up in size twice because we use it so much.
Yeah, we have one of the bigger units and we wouldn't go anywhere without it. We do run a little inline filter going into the rig, but we don't drink the water just straight out of the tap.
Or cook with it or anything.
Yeah, we always drink it out of the Berkey, so we know it's good, clean, safe drinking water.
It was a lifesaver for the first week of season 2. Stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, we have a whole page on our blog dedicated to it, so I'll link that below. Kind of gives you all the pros, everything that it's good for, all the different products that they offer. So it's a good informational post to decide if it's something for you guys, which we think everybody should have one.
And if you have questions, reach out to us. We're happy to answer any question we can about a Berkey. We get asked a lot of them.
Yep. My second item that I think is kind of a must-have is some sort of outdoor rug.
Like the one we left in your parents' shop?
Yep, we had to buy a new one. But most of the parks that we stay at are not paved lots, or
we're not resort kind of people.
Yeah, or even have a full thing of grass right outside the door. A lot of them are dirt or rock and stuff, and so we try to keep as much of that dirt and stuff from going inside the camper. So it's a big, I don't know how big they are. It's like what, 15 by 15 or something, 10 by 15 or something. They're the ones you see at Walmart and stuff. We'll link one below, but that thing is huge, especially if you're camping on dirt or rocks or stuff. It kind of keeps the dirt and stuff from coming inside the camper.
And my cute little magnolia grass.
Yes.
Okay, my 2. First of all, Berkey would absolutely be my number 1, but Jordan already mentioned that, so I'll do 2 others. The Instapot is amazing. You can cook inside with it. You can cook outside with it. rice, frozen meat, beans, like anything you could need. I can have dinner in an hour, which is fantastic. A lot of time we're out exploring, but we're on a budget, so it's not in the budget to eat out all the time or order takeout or anything like that. We have to cook at home. So the Instapot is a huge budget saver and makes dinner easy. Plus, it's only one pot to clean up, which is a bonus.
Well, we probably use it at least 4 times a week.
Yeah, and I mean, there's meals, like if I'm making rice and beans, I don't have a rice cooker anymore. We got rid of that. So I'll cook the beans, and then I'll turn around and cook the rice. And in about an hour and a half, I can have both of all those done and swap it out. And that does its own thing, why I can do something else. I don't have to stand over and stir. Number 2 is our bird feeder. It's actually Easton's. We got one as a gift for their grandma, and she loved it so much, and Easton loved it so much at their house that she bought one back for him. And it's really cool because it just goes on the window. We've had cardinals, and we had a blue jay, tufted titmouse, whatever it's called.
Yep. Just sparrows. I mean, all kinds of
little finches, all kinds of stuff in it. They come right up to the window. So Jordan will insert a picture here. And you can see it hangs by our dining room table, and so we can look out during dinner. It's really cool.
Yep. There's a ton more gear and stuff that we could talk about, but we kind of like, what do we use all the time? And those were kind of the 4 things that we really used a lot.
So that's our season 1 wrap up. In season 2, we have some chaos heading your way, to put it nicely.
Well, we mentioned a few videos ago, I don't know, it's probably two months ago probably now, that we are actually going to be hitting the road full time. I quit my job, and we decided we needed some sort of income to live. We looked into work camping, interviewed with several places, had several offers of places to go. We kind of went back and forth looking, where do we want to be? We're doing the beet harvest in Michigan this year, so we kind of wanted to head east, so we're closer to that, so that it's a shorter travel to get up there. So that kind of narrowed it down to us to one location where we were gonna work camp, and we'll do a whole video on it. Yeah, so we ended up in Illinois at a campground that did not go well for us.
It was a great fit. Jordan loved it.
Yeah, it did not go well for us. We talked to a few other people that we've become friends with on Instagram that work camp, and talked to the lady that's running the beet harvest hiring, that she's a work camper, talked to her about the situation, and yeah, we decided that was not a good fit for us, for our family, and so we're not there.
If you want to know where we are, you need to follow us on Instagram and Facebook for live updates or in the moment updates, and you can follow our videos, but they're a few weeks behind. But our new park is fantastic.
New park is awesome. We found that, and we're gone within 2 days from the other place. And
we found it, interviewed, had an offer, and we're down here.
We've been here for a month and a half now, and it's going great. We love the area. Brooke loves it all except for the ticks. Ticks are a little bad.
Gross. I've invested in tick spray. Wonderside is a clean tick spray, and I can't remember what it's called, but Rose Uncharted has a bug spray too. You better believe I ordered that one too. So, moral of this that we're sharing is life's too short to be miserable.
Yep.
Jordan, while the staff that you worked with was fine, he quit his job because it's not where we wanted to be.
Well, we wanted to travel with the boys while they're young, do this for, we don't know how long we're going to do it. It might be 6 months, might be a year, might be 5 years, I don't know.
6 months to a year?
Well, you never know what happens.
Get your gummy.
The goal is to do this for more than a year, but we're open to however long we're able to do it, we're going to do it for.
Whatever God gives us, we will take, and we are excited about it. And that's one of the things. So being stationary is hard. We talked about that.
Yep.
And we have really worked on contentment, and we prayed for a long time to be able to do this. And then of course, like, you get to that step and you're like, oh, but I want to travel all the time. But you know what, guys? We're doing this and we're making it work. And of course you always dream for bigger and better things, but we're excited to be here.
So while we're stationary for 6 months, while we're work camping, we're in a new area to us, somewhere we've never been. We're exploring new things, and it's only for 6 months. We're gonna go somewhere in October for the beet harvest up in Michigan. And then after that, our plans right now are to go back to Colorado to spend the holidays with family. And then we're trying to go south, probably to end up somewhere in Texas.
Mexico.
Find a work camping gig down there and do that. And we're trying to do that for a few seasons maybe, until I can find some more online work to do.
So if you need an accountant, Jordan's looking.
Yeah, if I can find some online work to do, or if we can, just generate enough income from the blog and stuff that pays for our travels, we would be happy with that. But that's not why we started the blog and YouTube channel stuff. We weren't starting that to make money and all that. We started it as a way for us to document our stuff, what we're doing, and kind of share with our friends and family, since we're not around them. Gives them a way to see what we're doing, see the boys. FaceTime and all that's great too, but it's cool for them to be able to watch it and see us doing activities, see the boys having fun. So we started it for that, and then also we thought it'd be really cool that, when the boys grow up and they're starting their own families, we can show them these videos, and just kind of something cool to look back on for them.
And we wanted to share, because we do live on a budget, and we know how hard it is sometimes to find budget-friendly things that are family-friendly. And so I've done the research. Why not share with everybody?
Yeah, we want, I know there's a ton of families out there that would love to travel, live in their RV, travel around and stuff. So we're trying to share our way of doing it that maybe helps somebody else out there get to experience this lifestyle too.
Yeah.
Because we're loving it. We wouldn't trade it for anything else. And
now,
go ahead. We're excited for season 2 and what we got coming up. So.
And now, next week is season 2. Stay tuned.
Yeah, it's I don't know how well the first couple videos are going to be, because I was pretty over filming. Didn't want to film anything. I was kind of in a bad mood. When we left family and stuff, and we knew we were leaving them for a long time, so that was kind of hard. So I didn't really feel like filming then. And then,
well, not just that, but we left in the middle of COVID, and so we weren't sure about flights and about visiting and how things were going to work for that.
There was just a lot of uncertainty. And then when we pull into this place, I was just like, this is not going to work. And I wasn't in the mood to film anything. I was just over it. I was like, I'm ready to pack up and leave and go. So you'll get to see some of that. Like I said, I don't know how well those videos are going to be. We didn't film a whole lot. So.
No, we did. We got some good footage of Jordan. His excitement for where we were.
There might be some bleeps coming up. I try to leave that out of all the videos, but this one might have some bleeps. We want to thank you everybody for watching. If you watched any of the videos, we love it. We appreciate it. We love everybody that subscribes, that comments. We love everybody that follows us on social media, interacts with us on there. We're working harder to interact with more people. It's like a full-time job doing it, to interact with everybody.
And we're trying to be in the moment with our boys. So it's not that we're ignoring you on social media by any means. And if you reach out and DM us, we will absolutely get back to you. But yeah, we did this because we want to spend time with them.
Yep. So we thank you guys for watching. Thanks for watching season 1 with us. We hope you stick around for season 2. Lots of cool stuff coming your way. So catch you guys on down the road.